Chairman, National Republican Convention. Distinguished Republicans, ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon we are here for the swearing in of the newly appointed commissioner. It is my privilege as a 5-minute acting Attorney General step aside. I would like to call on the Director of Legal Drafting, Mr. Alashi, who will be conducting the swearing in. The Honorable Commissioner will be called upon to take the oath by the Director. I believe we shall start.
Oath of Office of Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State. State Government Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991. I, Yomi Oshikoya, do solemnly swear, affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as Commissioner for the Government of Lagos State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directives, principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. That I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the Code of Conduct Bureau and Tribunal Act, that in all circumstances I'll do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duty. So help me God.
Oath of allegiance.
Oath of allegiance. I, Yomi Oshikoya, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God.
Oath of secrecy.
Oath of secrecy. I, Yomi Oshikoya, do solemnly swear that I will not directly communicate or reveal any matter to any person which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties or as may be officially permitted by the governor. So help me God.
That I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to the transformation of the government of Lagos State. I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will not allow my personal interests to influence my official conduct or my official decisions. That I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the Code of Conduct Bureau and Tribunal Act. That in all circumstances I will do right to all manners of folk, according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will. That I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties. So help me God. I do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. That I will not directly communicate or reveal any matter to any person which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties or as may be officially permitted by the government. So help me God. Amen.
Yes. Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991. I, Chief Daniel Adekunle Togun, do solemnly swear and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as a Commissioner of Government of Lagos State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and the directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions, that I will do to the best of my ability preserve, protect and defend the provisions of the state government Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the Code of Conduct Bureau and Tribunal Act, that in all circumstances I will do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties. So help me Allah. Do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me Allah. Do solemnly swear that I will not directly communicate or reveal any matter to any person which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties or as may be officially permitted by the governor. So help me Allah. The Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State. State Government Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991. I, Isaac Ebun Johnson, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the Code of Conduct Bureau and Tribunal Act, that in all circumstances I will do right to all manner of people according to the law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties. So help me God. Evan Johnson, do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. Evan Johnson, do solemnly swear that I will not directly communicate or reveal any matter to any person which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties or as may be officially permitted by the government. So help me God.
Amen.
Do solemnly swear and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitution and Transitional Provisions Act 1991 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, and well-being and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directives, principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitution and Transition Provisions Act 1991 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the Code of Conduct Bureau and Tribunal and Act, that in all circumstances I will do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear or favor, affection or evil, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duty. So help me God. Do here solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, so help me God. Allah Shonobi, do solemnly swear that I will not directly communicate or reveal any matter to any person which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties or may be officially permitted by the governor. So help me God.
Do solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully, and in accordance with the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will strive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the provisions of the state government, Basic Constitutional and Transitional Provisions Act 1991, and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the Code of Conduct Bureau and Tribunal Act, that in all circumstances I will do right to all manner of people, according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration, or shall become known to me as Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties. So help me God. That I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me solemnly swear that I will not directly communicate or reveal any matter to any person which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duties or as may be officially permitted by the Governor. So help me God.
Do solemnly swear, affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully and in accordance with the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitutional and Traditional Provisions Act 31 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the law, and always in the interest of the sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will strive to serve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will not allow my personal interest to influence my official conduct or my official decisions, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitutional and Traditional Provisions Act 1991 and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the code of conduct contained in the Code of Conduct Bureau and Tribunal Act, that in all circumstances I will do right to all manner of people according to law, without fear or favor, affection or ill will, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State, except as may be required for the due discharge of my duties. So help me God. Amen. Do hereby swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So help me God. That I will not directly communicate or reveal any matter to any person which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duties, except as required for the discharge of my official duties or as may be officially permitted by the Governor. So help me God. Amen. No state. Up white. No state. Up eagle. Liar. Up NRC. Up NRC. Up white. Up white. Up eagle. Up eagle. Up eagle.
Government of Lagos State, I, Mr. Aishola, do solemnly swear, affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that as Commissioner of Government of Lagos State, I will discharge my duties to the best of my ability, faithfully, and in accordance with the provisions of the State Government Basic Constitutional and National Provision Act 1991. And the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and the law, and always in the interest of sovereignty, integrity, solidarity, well-being, and prosperity of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will arrive to preserve the fundamental objectives and directive principles of state policy contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. That I will not allow my personal interests to influence my official conduct or my official decision, that I will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the provisions of the state government, Basic Constitutional and Constitutional Provision Act 1991, and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, that I will abide by the Code of Conduct contained in the Code of Conduct Bureau and Tribunal Act, that in all circumstances I will do right to all manners of people according to law, without fear of ill affection or ill will, that I will not directly or indirectly communicate or reveal to any person any matter which shall be brought under my consideration or shall become known to me as Commissioner of the Government of Lagos State, except as required for the due discharge of my duties. So help me Allah. Solemnly swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Amen.
Oath of secrecy. I, Mr. Aishola, do solemnly swear that I will not directly communicate or repeat any matter with any person which shall be brought under my consideration or shall come to my knowledge in the discharge of my official duty, except as may be required for the discharge of my official duty, or as may be provisionally permitted by the government. So help me Allah.
Amen.
the new commissioners, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to invite His Excellency at this historic occasion to deliver his address. His Excellency.
Honorable members of the State House of Assembly that may be present.
Yes.
Chief executives of parastatal organizations, the acting secretary to the state government, distinguished party elders, both NRC and SDP, fellow Republicans gathered here this afternoon to witness a ceremony which is unique in the life of this administration. It is unique because it marks a turning point in our renewed vigor to make the administration of Lagos State excel. We are all familiar with the events that led to the dissolution of the previous cabinet. Public administration should respond to the needs of society. Hence, from time to time, there is need to install, ingrain, and maintain the congruence of governmental, political, and personal goals. Assessments of group and individual performance is an ingredient of this process of measurement and control. Consequently, a mid-term evaluation has revealed certain lapses leading to the dissolution of the entire cabinet. There is no denying the fact that good performance will be rewarded, a demonstration of which is the presence of some members of the previous cabinet in our midst today. I have to state that one of the returnees today has been tried, tested, and has been found competent, loyal, dedicated, and most able to handle the Ministry of Education. And has been specially directed so to do. I discovered weaknesses in many areas in the Ministry of Education, especially in the conduct of examinations and placements. This is a key ministry whose performance touches the least of every home. I do hope that with this appointment and posting, the situation in the ministry will very quickly be positively turned around to my delight and the delight of many a parent. Let me reiterate my stand on the return of schools to voluntary agencies. I still believe in it, and I still want it, and have vigorously campaigned for it to happen. But the move has been fraught with a lot of frustrations, some of which are from powerful forces outside government and in government. For example, the House of Assembly, and even the stand of the federal government on the issue. I still believe that in God's own time, the relief desired in this matter will be realized. Lagos State Civil Service occupies a very unique position in Nigeria of today. And you are now being called upon to serve. What the public construes as a once and for all approach to the search for square pegs to fit square holes cannot be said to be conclusive at any point in time. There will come a time when I will need to move around or even drop some of the directors general and chairmen of boards of parastatals. It behoves all functionaries to justify their continuance in office through measurable performance. Honesty and sincerity are the focus, and the thrust of my commitment is the welfare of the citizens of Lagos State. The electorate deserves nothing less and expects those put in charge of governance to ensure that all divergent behavior inimical to corporate goals and objectives are discouraged. Being people of honor and integrity and accomplished persons in your various fields, I have no doubt that you all, the newly sworn-in commissioners, will live up to the expectations of the people of this state. Your resourcefulness, initiative, and creativity must be tapped, for only then shall this administration excel. In this regard, let me urge you all to learn to seek to draw humility from the abundance of the grace and wisdom of God. I congratulate you and pray that the Almighty God may guide and protect you and bless the work of your hand. Distinguished audience, I want to thank you for your presence at this short notice. In fact, when we had to switch from tomorrow to today, this is because I do not want to leave till tomorrow what can be done today. I thank the chairman, the state chairman of the National Republican Convention for his abiding support. And for the interest that he has shown in the well-being of the government of the state. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your attention, and I pray that God will bless you all. Amen.
Directors General, the Chairman, NLC Lagos State, the member of the House of Assembly here present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, having listened to the challenging address delivered by His Excellency, I believe it is worthwhile that we listen to a response from one of the newly sworn-in commissioners.
Yes.
So it is my honor to call on before the response, His Excellency will announce the portfolio.
Yes.
For the information of all here gathered and the entire state of Lagos, I wish to announce the portfolios assigned to the just sworn-in commissioners as follows. Education, Professor A.S. Sego. Health and Social Welfare, Dr. Chief Abisogun Noah. Justice, the Honorable Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice is Mr. Yomi Oshikoya. Finance and Economic Development, Mr. Isaac Ebun Johnson. Works and Transport, Chief Michael Olawale Cole. Commerce and Industry, Chief Alade Shonubi. Agriculture and Cooperatives, Mr. Ishola Salia Agwenro. Information, Culture, Youth and Sports, Alaji Chief Ganiyu Adekunle Togo.
On behalf of his colleagues.
Members of the House of Assembly here present, on behalf of the commissioners joining your administration, I solemnly pledge our support despite the fact that the oath of administration or oath of allegiance to the federal government, the state government, and to you as the chief executive has been administered on us, and we have appended our signatures. It is our joint resolve that we shall make your administration excel. So that Lagos State will continue to be a showpiece of Nigeria and a force to reckon with. We express our deep appreciation to you for selecting us to work with you and assure you that we shall not fail you. Thank you once more for selecting us to swim with you in the governance of our great state. We assure you that we shall swim with you to the desired goal, leading to a citadel that will make your governance an enviable one. You have identified that the young shall grow if given the chance. Long live Lagos State, Long live Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you.